Yes, good evening to everybody. Welcome to the TS&AP-LAWCET 2021. And this is the 28th session, if I not be mistaken, in progress. And please read what I posted on the screen, especially from the participant side. Syed Jamalur Rahman, can you unmute and read what I posted on the screen? Quick. So that
Good evening, Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Nehru Trophy boat race.
Boat
Prof.
race.
Dr. Mohammed boat race. Prof. Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain.
Yes. Enough. Now it can end. So then the question, and today is the Nehru Trophy boat race. Because of the pandemic, it could not be conducted over there. Otherwise, it is a good iconic festival in the Kerala waters, in the backwaters, as well as to the lakes area. Yes, the first question in this one is first NTBR means Nehru Trophy boat race. That is the schedule on every second Saturday of the August in Kerala at the Punnamada Lake in Alappuzha since 1950, 1951, 1952, 1953, which is the right answer. And here you cannot guess it, but at least you can read unless until that you will say such a thing, because today is the day, that is the reason that I made this one. It is the 1952 is the right answer. Yes, now can anyone read that second question? Quick, unmute and read.
The Nehru Trophy boat race is amongst the premier dash boat races in Kerala. It is held on the dash every year and drawn in a massive crowd in the state of Kerala, India. Number one, rabbit and second Saturday of August. Number two, snake and fruit Saturday of August. Number three, make and second Saturday of August. Number four, snake and second Saturday of August, Sunday of August.
Yes, which is the right answer, because the two dash are there. One is the premier dash boat race in Kerala. Next is held on the dash every year. If you happen to see the first question which I read it and you did not notice it, it is said the second Saturday. That is the word for the second one, and it is better known as a snake. The snake race, we can say, because if you happen to see, especially the boat this side, this is called pro. Of course, this is called pro, but this is like a snake hood. So it is like a snake. It is made over there. So Britishers, they say snake race instead of saying the. Of course, there is a specific name is there. Chunnam, that is the word that you used over there. But anyway, let us see that the snake is the first blank, and the second blank is second Saturday, August is the second blank. The third question, the snake boat race is the main tourist attraction between the boats, length spanning from the dash, and with about 120 oarsmen take part in the snake boat race. 120 persons would be there in the boat. So the boat length is suppose 90 to 110, 110 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160. Then if the 120 oarsmen sit over there, naturally the boat length is 120 to 140 feet length would be there, that boat which is participating in the race. The fourth question, the Nehru Trophy boat race on the dash near Alpujah, held on the second Saturday of the every August every year, is the most competitive and popular boat races. Which lake it is there? It is a Karlad Lake, it is the Kundal Lake, it is the Katipunja Lake, it is the Pannamada Lake. Punnamda Lake. And which is the lake? And it is said that it is a Punnamda Lake that which is near to the Alpuja. That is a place where this competition is going to be held every year. Because of the pandemic, it could not be conducted this time. Okay, the 2018 also not conducted. 2017 because of the floods are there, but it was conducted in the 2018, 19, sorry, and the 2020 pandemic is there not conducted, and 2021 means today is the day where this boat race should be conducted. Yes. Then let's come to the snake boat race is the main tourist attraction because of the boat's length. Yes, we already did it. And the sixth one is they were called the snake boats by the former colonial rulers who based the name on a native boat found in the dash, although the Kerala's Chundans, this calls a Chundans race also. Chundan means here river, I'm sorry, snake. This is the one meaning, and Chundans, they also say beak. This is another meaning. And Chundans bear little resemblance to their European namesakes. So one of the such a competition would be there in the other countries also. And here the country names are given: Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Malaysia. So like that race game conducted in other countries, that is the Norway of such a nature. The last one is the annual Nehru Trophy Boat Race NTBR, termed as the dash, held in the Punnamada Lake in Alappuzha, is set to the Miss 2021 year this year also. So it is also be known as the Kuttanads and Olympic on water. So that is the name for this one, Kuttanads Olympic on water. It will be termed as and held in Punnamada Lake in Alappuzha, is set to miss 2021 this year also. This is the regarding the today significance is concerned. Now I will switch over to my wife, and she is going to make it the reading of these quotations. And yes, I already told you that my wife's name is Afzal Shehnaz. She is a retired, not tired, retired. Okay, 61 to 70. Yes, these are the. Yes, today is Saturday, 14th August 2021. Online classes by Mrs. Afzal Shehnaz and observer of the Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain. Now switch over to her. Yes, please come near, close to it, and say loudly. Yeah, please continue it.
Good evening.
Continue it. Continue it. Read.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Now, 61 question. Who said the following quotations? So, here, every drop of my blood will contribute to the growth of this nation. One said by Sri Mao Bandaranayak, Salman West.
Her full name is Salman West Redigwe Das Bandaranaike. Number 2.
Jhansi Rani, and number 3 is Bhagat Singh, and number 4 is Indira Gandhi. Now, which is the question, correct answer?
Among the 4. We try,
Sir,
there is no minus marks.
Bhagat Singh, sir.
Bhagat Singh, sir. Bhagat Singh.
Bhagat
Yes,
Singh.
yes. Intentionally I kept the Bhagat Singh over there because he said drop of water. No, it is said by every
Indira
drop
Gandhi.
of my blood will contribute to the growth of this nation. Indira Gandhi. What is the nickname for the Indira Gandhi? Another name for the Indira Gandhi. Iron Lady of India. Yes, next.
Now, 6th question. Who said the following quotations? You have to
somebody making Coco. Pardon. Yes. Right.
Now, you have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul.
Who said?
Who said? 1 is Dayananda Saraswati, 2 is M.K. Gandhi, and 3 is Ramakrishna Paramahansa, 4 is Swami Vivekananda.
Yeah, this quotation, who said among these? You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. It is said by,
Sir, Swami Vivekananda.
yes, it is Swami Vivekananda is the right answer.
Very good.
Appreciate, yes.
63 question. Who said the following quotation? My policing was
Was
nothing but activism. It had to be. One is Kiran Bedi, and two is Helen Keller, three is Indira Gandhi, and fourth is Sarojini Devi Naidu. Who said this?
among the four, who said those words? My policy was nothing but activism. It had to be. I can give the hint. She is the governor, but thrown out from the Puducherry. Yes, at least you can give me the answer now. You can give me the answer. I have given the hint to you.
Answer.
One.
It is a Kiran Bedi. You have to give lot one. You have to say option one, Kiran Bedi. That is the way of saying.
Now, 64 question. And here the quotation is, a nation's strength ultimately consists in what it can do on its own and not in what it can borrow from others. Said by one is Indira Gandhi, and two is Sarojini Naidu, and three is Maria Curie, and four is M.K. Gandhiji. Come on.
Try.
Say.
Sir, option 4.
Which option?
MK Gandhi, sir. Answer 4.
4, M.K. Gandhi.
Hmm.
No, it is Indira Gandhi. Number one, she said, a nation's strength ultimately consists in what it can do on its own and not in what it can borrow from the others, Indira Gandhi said. Yes, next.
65 question.
Quotation.
Said the following quotation. Lakhs of people sacrificed their lives for freedom, but due to the selfishness of some people, we have not got the right freedom.
Choices are?
One is Indira Gandhi, two is Sardar Patel, three is Subhash Chandra Bose, and four is Anna Hazare.
So these are the quotations. Lakhs of people sacrifice their lives for the freedom, but due to the selfishness of some people, we have not got the right freedom. And the four options are given over here. Number one, Indira Gandhi. Number two, Sardar Patel. Number three, Subhash Chandra Bose. Number four, Anna Hazare. The right answer is Anna Hazare. Yes, next.
Okay, 66. Question number 66. Who said the following quotation? Lyric helps invoke the core person, and without lyric,
Without lyric.
It is difficult to touch the core. Lyrical music is the music of India.
Yes, options are?
One is Dayananda Saraswati, and two is Mirabai, and three is Indira Gandhi, and fourth is M.K. Gandhiji.
It is the lyrics. Lyrics helps invoke the core person, and without lyric, it is difficult to touch the core. Lyrical music is the music of India. It is said by, make a trial. Even though it is
Mirabai, sir.
Option, sir.
Sir,
Mirabai.
voice is very low, sir. Mirabai.
it is the first option is the right, Dayananda Saraswati. Next.
67 question. Here, who said the following quotation here? Do not brood over your past mistakes and failures, as this will only fill your mind with grief, regret, and depression. Do not repeat them in the future.
Said by four options.
One is Vivekananda, and two is Buddha, and three is Shivananda, and four is
Four. This is not the three. Yes. This is said to be the four. Okay. M.K. Gandhi. So who said these words? Don't brood over your past mistakes and failure, as this will only fill your mind with grief, regret, and depression. Don't repeat them in the future. It is said by Sivananda. Yes.
68 question here. Who said the following quotation? No real change in history has ever been achieved by discussions. One is Sardar Patel, and two is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, three is Indira Gandhi, and four is Vinoba Bhave.
I'm sure that you can deal this one very easily. No real change in history has ever been achieved by discussions. It is said by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. See, here I have shown. No real change in history has ever
Because
been achieved
he was
by
an
discussion.
aggressive freedom fighter. That's why he did not like discussions.
Yes. Merely discussion will not solve the problem, what he said.
69th question. Now, who was known as the grand old man of India? Was a Parsi intellectual, educator, cotton trader, and an early Indian political and social leader. He was a Liberal Party member of Parliament in the United Kingdom House of Commons between 1892 and 1895.
The photo would be shown over there. That is give the good hint to you also. Of course, those are the, you're right. Before you read the host read the whole thing that you have given an answer. That is the option 2, Dada Bhai Naroji. Okay, next.
Now, last question here. Who said the following quotation? You can't shake hands with the clenched fist. You can't shake hands with a clenched fist. One, Rajaram Mohan Rai. Two is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And three is Indira Gandhi. And four is Subhash Chandra Bose.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Repeat.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
No, it is Indira Gandhi said. Indira Gandhi said, you cannot shake the hand with a clenched fist. That is the statement. Yes, now the turn of my wife is over. Then the second host is be ready. That he is going to deal the GK as well as the current affairs. And now I will change the screen so that Kolikonda Sharad Babu is ready for his turn to take up. Yes, Sharad Babu. Please.
Good evening, sir, and good
Good
evening,
evening.
madam, and good evening to all participants. So, TS LAWCET is fast approaching. I hope students are preparing well for the TS LAWCET. And I will start the first question today's, that is 31st in order. First 31st question is dash Lok Sabha elections were held in 2019, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. You have to say the order. So which Lok Sabha elections are there? Whether they are 15th or 16th or 17th or 18th, which were held in 2019.
Option 3, 17.
Option 317, that is the right answer. General elections were held in India in 7 phases from 11th April to 19th May 2019 to elect the members of the 17th Lok Sabha. Votes were counted and the result declared on 23rd of May. Now, 32nd question, 32 question number. The oldest high court in India is Bombay High Court, Calcutta High Court, Madras High Court, Allahabad High Court.
Calcutta High Court. Calcutta High Court.
Yes, it is Calcutta High Court. The Calcutta High Court is the oldest high court in India. It has jurisdiction over the state of West Bengal and the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So it
What about
has
this picture?
jurisdiction. Yes, it
Supreme Court.
shows
Supreme
Which
Court.
court it is?
Supreme Court.
Supreme
It's the Supreme Court of India. The New Delhi. Then what about this court? Of course, I made it very much clear to the left-hand side. Calcutta is written over there. Then what
High
about the
Court,
right-hand side?
High Courts.
Right-hand side. I know it's a High
Kolkata.
Court.
Kolkata High Court.
Delhi High Court. Right hand side is Delhi High Court.
It is the right-hand
Left
side
hand.
when is Hyderabad, Telangana. Right-hand side is Telangana.
Yes, yes.
And what about the
So-
now left-hand side? Bombay High Court. Right-hand side, Allahabad High Court. Again, the left-hand side, సార్ మేము హైదరాబాద్ వదిలిపెట్టి కరీంనగర్ వదిలిపెట్టి ఎక్కడ వదిలేదు సార్, అందుకోసం మాకేంది లేదు సార్. ఇది ద మెడ్రాస్ హైకోర్ట్ అండ్ ద రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఢిల్లీ హైకోర్ట్. ఓకే, కమ్ టు ద పాయింట్.
Yes. 33rd question is the ratio of width to length in our Indian national flag is 3:1, 2:2, 3, 1:2.
Option
Yes, option 2 is the correct one.
2:3, sir.
2:3 is the correct
Yeah,
answer.
I appreciate. Before reading that he has given the
The
answer.
national flag is a horizontal tricolor of India, saffron, Caesarea at the top, white in the middle, and Indian green at the bottom in equal proportion. The ratio of width of the flag to its length is 2:3. So
2:3.
it is 2:3. Now, question number 34. Which British Governor General abolished sati in 1829? You know, sati was a practice.
William Bentinck.
Very good. I appreciate option first. One is the correct answer. Lord William Bentinck, Lord Dalhousie, Lord Canning, Lord Mountbatten were also the British governors generals, but it was at the time of Lord William Bentinck's rule, the bad practice, the atrocious practice of sati was abolished in 1829. The Bengal sati regulation, which banned the sati practice in all jurisdictions of British India, was passed on December 4th, 1829 by the then Governor General of Lord William Bentinck, which was strongly advised by even Raja Rammohn Rai, the founder of Brahma Samaj. 35th question. Who is the author of War and Peace and Anna Karenina? Pushkin, Anton Chekhov, Leo Tolstoy, Lenin.
Option, sir.
Option 1, sir.
Repeat.
Option 3, sir. Leo Tolstoy.
Option 3. Yes, it is Leo Tolstoy who wrote both those masterpieces. One is War and Peace and the other one is Anna Karenina. And War and Peace, historical novel by Leo Tolstoy, originally published as Vaina Imir in 1865-69. And Anna Karenina, this is also another novel by Leo Tolstoy, published in installments between 1875 and 1877, and considered one of the pinnacles of world's literature. And now, 36th question. Who is the governor of RBI? Who is RBI's governor? Raghuram Rajan, Shaktikant Das, D. Subbarao, C. Rangarajan.
Option 2.
Yes, it is
Shaktikant, sir.
option 2, Shaktikant Das. And he was a retired IAS officer, former Secretary, Department of Revenue and Department of Economic Affairs, Minister of Finance, Government of India, assumed charge as the 25th Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, effective from December 12th, 2018.
Yes, sir. Those after giving the answer, please mute it. Otherwise, we are getting the resound.
Now, 37th question is, what do you call where the river meets the sea? So the river will definitely meet the sea at one place, and you have to name it. Is it lagoon? Is it creek? Is it bay? Or is it an estuary? There are 4 choices given.
Third one.
Lagoon. Option 3 you say, but option 4 is the correct answer. An estuary is the correct answer, the place where the river meets the sea. An estuary is the sea is the area where a river meets the sea, or ocean where fresh water from the river meets salt water from the sea. Headwaters are streams and rivers. They are tributaries that are the source of a stream or river. You can see in the picture also what an
My
estuary is.
cursor shows that this is the
Yes.
estuary where the river coming from the ghats and trying to meet the river, I mean, see here. So this entrance is called an estuary, but there is a ACTUARY, actuary is there, but he's an expert in fixing the installments for the insurance company. Is there actuary, ACTUARY? That is the difference. Okay.
Now, 38th question is, find the odd man out. Justice Y.V. Chandrachud, Justice N.V. Ramana, Justice Hidayatullah, Justice Ranjan Gogoi. What is the
Yes, what
odd
is
man
the
out?
odd man out?
Option 2.
Justice N.V. Ramana. Do you say right, sir? Is it?
Yeah, the
No,
reason
sir.
is all are retired one and he is on the roll call.
Yes. Okay.
So that is the difference.
Now, 13th question is, the Indian UNESCO World Heritage Site is a Shiva temple, that is Rudrashwara. Shiva's another name. Its construction started in 1213 CE and was completed in over 40 years. The temple has a distinctive pyramidical vimana made of lightweight porous bricks called floating bricks. Name the site. When we keep these bricks in water, they float. So what is it? 100 Pillars Temple, Warangal, Telangana. Bhadrakali Temple, Warangal, Telangana. Kakatiya Ramappa Temple, Palampet, Telangana. Kanakadurga Temple, Vijayawada, AP.
Fourth one is
Option
correct, sir.
Kakatiya Ramappa Temple.
Yes, option 3 is the correct one. It was recently declared as World Heritage Site by UNESCO, Kakatiya Ramappa Temple, Palampet, Telangana. Ramappa was the sculptor who constructed this temple, Kakatiya Ramappa Temple, and it is in Palampet village, and it is in Telangana. It was selected as UNESCO Heritage Site in 2021. Now, 39th question. This Tamilian was the Prime Minister of Kashmir from 1937 to 1943. He is most well known for drafting the Article 370 of the Indian Constitution. Who was he? Subramanya Bharati, Chintamani Deshmukh, and Gopalaswamy Iyengar, Periyar Ramaswamy. So, you know, Article 370 that was abolished on August 5th, 2019, and this gave special status to Jammu and Kashmir. But from 1937 to 1943, there was Prime Minister. Kashmir used to have Prime Minister till it merged with India. So at the time of Major Raja Hari Singh was the Prime Minister. And from 1937 to 1943, there was another Prime Minister. Who was he? And he was instrumental in drafting 370, Article 370 of the Indian Constitution. Who was he? Subramanya Bharati, Chintamani Deshmukh, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, Periyar Ramaswamy.
Iyengar.
Yes, option 3 is the correct answer. I appreciate N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar. He was Diwan Bahadur Sir N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, CSI, CIE, and he was Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir in office from 1937 to 1943. Now, 40th question. This is all about assassinations. Who assassinated John F. Kennedy, the former president of USA? Option 1, Lee Harvey Oswald. Option 2, John Wilkes Booth. Option 3, Raymond Mercader. Option 4, James L. Ray. John F. Kennedy. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He
Second
was,
one is correct, sir.
option 1 is the
John
correct
Wilkes
one. L. H. Oswald, Lee Harvey Oswald. He was Kennedy was the 35th president of United States. He was assassinated on Friday, November 22nd, 1963 at 12:30 p.m. CST in Dallas, Texas, while riding in a presidential motorcade through Dealey Plaza. 41, question number 41. Who assassinated Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, Sri Rajiv Gandhi? Is it Rajaratnam, or is it Maniratnam, is it Sundaratnam, or is it Muthurajan?
Sir, option 1 as well.
Option 1 is the correct one, Rajaratnam. Do you know the other name for Rajaratnam?
No, sir.
Thanu. Assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, and at the time deaths were 15, injured 43 victims, Rajiv Gandhi and at least 57 others. Perpetrator Tenmoji Rajaratnam, also known as Kalaivani Rajaratnam, also known as Thanu. Now, 42nd question. Who by her own bodyguards, who assassinated Prime Minister Gandhi? Former Prime Minister again. Bhim Singh and Udham Singh, Bian Singh and Satwan Singh, Ratan Singh and Virat Singh, Bhuvan Singh and Samrat Singh. So, former Prime Minister, mother of another former Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi, was assassinated by her own bodyguards. Who are they? Here, 4 options are there. You have to choose one. Option
Try. No minus marks.
option
Teams Uddam Singh.
option 2 is the correct one. That is Bian Singh and Satwan Singh. Both are Sikhs, and at the time, Swarna Devalayam, that is Golden Temple.
Operation Bull Star.
Yes, Operation Blue Star was done, and in which Sant Harchand
Retaliation.
Singh, Bhindranwale was killed in that ambush, and after that, 6 raised, and it was the cause for Indira Gandhi's assassination. Bian Singh and Satwan Singh, both bodyguards, assassinated Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, is assassinated in New Delhi by 2 of her own bodyguards, Bian Singh and Satwan Singh. Both Sikhs emptied their guns into Gandhi as she walked to her office from an adjoining bungalow. Now, 43rd question. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln, another former president of USA? Lee Harvey Oswald, John Wilkes Booth, Raman Mercader, James L. Ray. Yes, it is one of the famous assassinations. Abraham Lincoln, who defined democracy
By the people, for the people,
of the people.
of the people.
Come on.
Make a
Give one
trial.
check.
Sir, we are
Okay.
checking in the smartphone.
Option 2 is the correct one. John Wilkes Booth. He was the assassinator of Abraham Lincoln, the former president of USA. He was an actor. John Wilkes Booth. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, was assassinated by well-known stage actor John Wilkes Booth on 14th of April 1865 while attending the play Our American Cousin. This was the play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. So Abraham Lincoln was attending a play, and at the time, this actor, John Wilkes Booth, he assassinated Abraham Lincoln. Now, 44th question. Who assassinated Leon Trotsky, the Russian communist leader in Mexico? Leon Trotsky was the contemporary of V.I. Lenin. He was also one of the great revolutionaries along with Lenin. He was the cause for Russian Revolution. But later he differed with Stalin and he was exiled to Mexico. In Mexico itself, he was assassinated. Lee Harvey Oswald, John Wilkes Booth, Raymond Mercader, James L. Ray. Lee Harvey Oswald, John Wilkes Booth, Raymond Mercader, James L. Ray. Any political science student, any political science student should name it. Yes, repeat.
James
No, option 3 is the correct one. Roman Mercader. After the 1917 February Bolshevik Revolution brought an end to the Tsarist monarchy, Trotsky returned to Russia and became a leader in the Bolshevik faction. After surviving multiple attempts on his life, of course, before that also many attempts were there on his life, but finally he was assassinated in August 1940 in Mexico City by Raymond Mercader, a Soviet NKVD agent. Now, 45th question. Who assassinated Martin Luther King Jr., the Nobel Peace Prize winner and black civil rights leader in USA? Lee Harvey Oswald, John Wilkes Booth, Raymond Mercader, James L. Ray. You can
Fourth one is
exhaust.
correct.
Fourth one is correct. We can exhaust all the three options because we have already come across them. So James L. Ray, he assassinated Martin Luther King Jr. In 1968, King intended to revive his movement through an interracial Poor People's March on Washington, but on April 4th, he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee by escaped white convict. He was James L. Ray, just a few weeks before the demonstration was scheduled to begin. That's all for today, sir. And
Yes,
you can
yes.
continue, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Korukonda Sharad Babu sir, for taking the steps. Yes, we are dealing in the last class syllogism or a gism. But the spelling is SYLLOGISM. Sir, do you think that such a questions will be asked, sir? Answer is yes. Sir, only one or two? No, sir. Okay, only one or two make a difference. Even you lose one also, there may be hundreds of people would be there, those who can score the equal one. So that is the reason that syllogism, a little bit, I don't say it's a tough, but you have to apply the brain. That is only the point where we can make it out. So now let us go to the syllogism. And yes, up to this extent we did it, where we did the kings and queens, we did it. And let us see that what is the pen and paper now. So one statement says here, okay, can anybody will read the statement? 183 question statement, so that I could know that you are with me and I am with you. Participants.
All the books are papers. Some papers are journals. Some journals are calendars. The conclusions are: number 1, some journals are books. Number 2, some calendars are papers. Number 3, some books are journals. 4, some books are calendars.
So these are the conclusions are drawn. So now let us see that we try to make it out, it becomes easy. If it is not, okay, one or two, it may be there in such a nature. But here what I want to say is, here only one is right, only two is right, only three is right, only four is right. Of course, the fifth option also given over there, but there is no such a fifth option in the examination. But here we can consider it to make you to understand. Now first we will see that what all the books are papers. So now take pen and paper, and all the books are paper means first book you write round circle, then a bigger circle you make it out for the paper. See, I will show you how it can be made. See, this is the books, small circle. They say all the books are papers. This is the paper circle. Did you hear? See, it is given arrow mark paper. That means paper is eclipsed books. Means all books are papers. Is it correct? Okay, very good. Next, what he said? Then all books are papers, but some papers are journals. Means all the papers are not journals. Only some are journals. Let us see that what are journal. See, journal, this is the journal. Circle. See, in the paper, it did not reach to the books. In the paper, this area is the statement. Means some journals are papers. This is the area. Okay, the second one. Now let us see the third one. Some journals are calendars. See, this is another thing has come, calendars. Now you will see that calendars are never touched with the paper. See, here calendar. It is never touched with the paper, number one. It is never touched with the books. Only it will touch with the only journals. Means it will never touch with the even the papers also. It will only touch with the journals. So these are the idea behind it. Now number one, let us see that what they say. Conclusion. Some journals are books. Okay, let us see. Some journals are books. Whether it is right? See, some journals. See here. Here journal this is. Here book. Is there any interaction in the journal and book? Is there any interaction in the journal and book? See,
No.
this is the book. No. See, this is the
No, sir.
journal. But it is having touch with the
Paper.
paper. It is having touch with the paper,
Paper, sir.
but not with the books. So, first conclusion, no more. Okay. Some calendars are papers. Okay, let us see. Here, this is the papers. No, not all. Because calendars are here up to journals only. The calendars are only up to journals. Is nowhere connected with the paper. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
This calendar is only connected with the journal. This calendar is not connected with the paper, this circle. So this is also not possible. No conclusion proper. Then some books are journals. Let us see. Some books are journals. See, this is the book. Okay. And where is the journal? Here. Is there any relation, interaction for the books and journal?
No, sir.
Not at all. So that is also wrong. Okay. Now, and then some books are calendars. Let us see. Some books are calendars. Okay. See, this is the book. Okay. Calendar this. Do you think that it is any connection between the calendar and book? Say,
No, sir.
this is a calendar. This is a circle. And this
No,
book
no.
circle is any connection between this calendar and book?
No, sir.
No, no, capital. That to be capital bold. No, no. That means neither any one of them will suit. Only one suit, no. Only two suits, no. Only three suits, no. Only four suit, no. Answer is? Answer is?
Option 5.
None of the above
Sir.
four. That's why I have given you. See, either you take this circle or you take this circle and you have to analyze it. This is called syllogism.
It will be easier for them if they make
That's why I told you paper,
diagram
pen.
with
Paper,
pen and
pen.
pens.
Yes, you have to make the circle, paper and pen. That is very much important.
It would be better if they use even pencil also.
Yes. The rough work is given, the paper there. You can do the work in the exam. The rough paper is there. There we can make it out. Okay, let us see the statement. Some envelopes are gums. Okay. Some gums are seals. Some seals are adhesives. Of course, A is gone over there. Stickers. Now the conclusion, let us see. Some envelopes are seals and some, let us see the conclusions later. First we will see the statement. Some envelopes are gums. Means there is an interaction between a gums and envelopes. Only 5 minutes are left over there. Okay, let us see the diagram. See, this is the envelope. The envelopes here. And this is the gum, G-U-M-S, gums here. Okay, only some of them are there. Some envelopes are gums. Okay, this interaction is there. So where I am moving the cursor in vertical way. So there is the interaction. Okay, well and good. Okay, next, some gums are seals. Say now another character has come. Some gums are seals. See, this is a seal, and this is the gum. So some of them interaction is here. Intersection is there. So this area, yes, it is the relationship is there. Okay. Okay, some seals are, then some seals are adhesives. So now adhesive, another character has come. This is adhesive, and this is the round, and some are seals. This is the interaction seals. So there is a interaction between the seals and adhesives, between the envelopes and the gums, between the gums and the seals are there. No doubt. Okay. So interaction is there. But now let us see that. Number one, some envelopes are seals. Let us see. One, envelopes are seals. See, envelope, this is the envelope. Okay. And seals, this is. Yes. Some envelopes are seals. Yes, it is true. Because this area is there in the seals. It's true. Then some gums are adhesives. Let us see. Some gums are adhesives. This is the gum, okay, and this is the seal. Is there any interaction between the
Make a
adhesive and the
point.
gum?
Sir, I want to make a point.
Yes.
Some envelopes are seals. That is wrong.
Pardon?
There is
No,
no
no,
connection. There
No,
is
I
no
am saying
connection.
some envelopes are gums. I said the first one. Some envelopes are seals.
Some envelopes are seals.
Yeah, some envelopes are seals. See
That
here
is
when
not-
you say
that is not
seals,
correct.
this is not correct. Envelopes is different and seals are different. There is no connection. But envelopes and gum there is a connection.
Yes.
But seals there is no connection. But here seals they say envelopes no connection. And gums, some gums are adhesives. Here gums this is a gum. This is, and this is adhesive, no connection. Gums and adhesive there is no connection.
No interaction.
No interactions. So that is also not true. Okay. Some adhesives are seals. Okay, let us see. Some adhesives, yes, seals. It is true. Because seals are here, adhesives are. See, this interaction is there. It is true. Okay. Next, last one is some adhesives are gums. Some adhesives, these are some adhesives. These are gum, no connection. This is the adhesive circle.
No connection.
This is the gum circle, no connection. That means which one is right? Option
Third one is right.
that is this is right. Some gums are adhesives are right. Is it clear? Sir, is it the answer? Solution here again, the 3 is follows. 3, this is right. Only 2 is right.
Let's see.
Yes.
3.
Yeah, 3 is the answer.
Okay.
The third is the answer. So at any time now it will be closed over there. But only the thing is, no, just first you take the paper and pencil and you draw the diagram and to see that whether there is a connection. Interaction means cutting, like goes cutting like that. It is interaction. The cutting is interaction. So whether the cutting is there or not, you have to check it. And later on, see, the same will be interpreted here also. You can write in this way, you can write in this way, you can draw in this way, but these are meshy. But the first one is very much clear, as clear as crystal. And this is a bit cumbersome, and this is more cumbersome, unless until that you are very much thorough in the syllogism. Sir, how many questions may I ask, sir? Sir, 1 or 2. Sir, we leave the choice. Okay, please read it. If you get the time, then you do it. If you don't get the time, then you leave it. But before leaving it, there is no minus marks. Hence, you have to put the, what do you have to do? Sir, we don't know what you have to do. Is it ticking or co-host, please tell me you have the experience.
Yes,
Thank you so much, sir.
OMR sheet is there, sir. So they have to round it up.
Suppose if they
correct
made the
answer.
wrong one, can you erase